Alright, welcome. However this video finds you, I hope it finds you well. Let's talk about NBA 2K25. It's the old annual rant. I didn't even think I was going to do it this year, but it coincided so well with exactly what I felt it was going to be like this year from last year's rant. I had to go ahead and get it off my chest, especially after the random solo rec game I just had. It was a perfect example, but I try to start off positive with it. On one hand, really honestly, it finally made me create, or it helped me create my favorite build probably I've ever had, like pound for pound. Like I've had a lot of good builds that I enjoy, and I ain't gonna lie, just for financial purposes, I'ma have fun, but it's a costly damn game, and I was only gonna make one goddamn build, so I had to make a solo rec because I had a feeling this year was gonna be solo rec. I had a lot more fun last year. Just it's always more fun when you have a team, but I kind of saw the split, at least for me, how it was gonna go. So I made a 6'10" Swiss Army knife. He both solid on both sides of the floor. Both but on the other hand, man, the game, and it was my main concern, might be the most financially exploitive 2K title ever, which would make it one of the most financially exploitive 2K or games in history. So between the grind, the paywalls that's always been there, and the stress again of trying to play solo in the rec, this game, it kills your wallet, it kills your pocket, which in turn, as a man generally too, specifically, it's gonna fuck up your mental health. So to break it down and give some more credit to 2K25, again, like I actually like the build system. I mean, it's one of the better ones in years, and the different names. My build: shoot, dribble, defend, dominating the post. If I spent more time, for sure, this year, I hadn't spent half as much time playing this year, but it's everything I ever really wanted in a player. You know what I mean? Just period. As far as a video game, looks good. Not really a big gripe. I mean, I like the My Court. They brought that back. One of the best things they could have did. I love the city being smaller. Gotta love that. These are all good things, but this is the kicker though. Unless you, again, are ready to spend serious cash, or more importantly than cash, because cash, you can always get bread, but the most important asset, in my humble opinion, is time. Then, your dream of the build is, being stuck at 60 overall and borderline unplayable, again, is the formula to get in people's pockets. And that's where the financial exploitation begins, you know what I'm saying, and ends. I mean, I'm not going to get into a whole 57-minute video about some shit that everybody already know. It's just, I think it's part of the culture. It's a lot of good 2K content creators out there. I always fuck with All City, like Brutal Sim, Anonymous TV, Swante. It's a newer cat named Wafi or something. I'm fucking up his name. My bad, young brother. But he be always saying, like, Christian verses before his videos or whatever. This is just my little 2 cents on it. You know what I mean? It's another dude named Text, I believe, that's always talking about how the game is trash. But it's plenty of people in the YouTube community that's trying to, say what they can say. But apparently at this point, there's no stopping the monster, man. The financial aspects of it, it's insane. Think about it. Like, this financial issue causes the mental health issue. So players feel pressure to spend money because the grind is so punishing, it's frustrating, demoralizing, and creates a toxic cycle where people feel like they're failing or falling behind unless they pay up, and then that creates just weirdo fucking behavior in the goddamn game. And again, most of these people, I would say 2/3 of them, they want to be content creators. They don't even have a love for the game and for hoopers. This is the only option yet still, because of the monopoly that they hold. Like this shit started, I think, back in 2019, whenever people gave the fuck up on live. Competition was over. That was their last real chance. Then the lockdowns came, and then they just monetized the shit out the game. So keeping in mind, that grind is just draining the community, basically. It's been doing it slowly. It's like a venom thing, you know what I'm saying? And playing on our dopamine addiction to the game and being the only option. The grind for VC and 2K25 feels endless. That's just it for me. regardless all the other issues. You're playing for hours just to afford a single attribute. They charge you per the attribute to upgrade a basic animation, and for what? To keep up with others who are paying, to get to the top. And it's just a never-ending cycle, and it takes away the originality from the game. As everything is meta, you got to try to be as efficient to make it worth the money that you're trying to spend on the game, instead of people having an originality and trying to find different kind of cheese in the game. I'm not even upset with the cheese, but this is the kind of system that leads to burnout, frustration, and even anxiety in the community. People just want to enjoy basketball, but 2K makes it feel like a whole second, third job. Then you got to try to make a team and build up with people, join 15 discords, and it's just not healthy, man. Don't get me started with solo wreck and mental health nightmare there. Playing solo is an absolute disaster. You're paired with random teammates who don't pass the ball, quit after a bad play, or just aren't good at the game. Like I was saying, man, I mean, these are all things that we know, but we still come back. We still play. We still give 2K our money. I already referenced Strauss Zelnick's, the CEO's information in last year's rant, and it's the same thing this year. So even if you manage to grind or pay your way to the competitive bill, the game itself is still, it's still riddled with clunky gameplay. The glitches ain't as bad, the lag ain't as bad, you know what I mean? But it's still just so much fucking fluky bullshit. And this year they got RNG in the shooting. But that isn't even bothering me as much, man. It's just the fact that older 2Ks used to be about having fun, competing on a level playing field, and now it's all about who can spend the most money. And I don't know if it's 2K that's fucking up the NBA's viewership, or if it's the NBA that's fucking up 2K's viewership, or if it's just a combination of both. I don't know if I need to blame Steph Curry for making all you motherfuckers think that y'all can shoot from half court. I don't know who to blame, but it's just kind of a sad affair a little bit right now, man. And what was the golden age of emerging and innovation that 2K had, to where now it's just, again, man, the money it ain't got so deep. I don't know how we turn back from here. Like I said, man, now it's all about how much you can spend on the game, man. The shift has turned once a beloved franchise into a source of stress for many people, man. And heartbreaking to see. It's heartbreaking to see how it's affecting the community, bro. 2K community is clearly exhausted, man. People are speaking out about how the grind, the paywalls, and the toxic gameplay environments are impacting their mental health. They're seeing other players feeling discouraged, frustrated, and even angry because a game that's supposed to bring joy is doing the opposite. No matter what you do, it's just like a bipolar damn experience at this point. So in the end, NBA 2K25, let me create my dream build this year. 6'10", Swiss Army knife that can do it all. But at what cost? Between the financial exploitation and the mental toll it's taking on the community, this game is far from where it should be. 2K needs to do better, not just for the fans' wallets, but for their well-being. Until then, I can't recommend this game to anybody who values their time and money or mental health. But now, with that said, man, if you checked out the video, especially to the end, whatever opinions you got, let it be known in the comments, man. I appreciate you for checking it out, man. Peace. Y'all be safe out here.